Alright, lads and lasses, welcome back to another Giga Peak video game music request stream. That's right, another one. We have been doing this for, well, consistently we have been doing this for what? I think we're going for almost 3 years already. Damn, time goes by pretty quick. Actually, no, probably from the beginning of last year, I would say. Or by the end? I can't even remember. But yeah, we have been doing these video game request streams for a little bit already. Not like a lot, not 10 years or something. But we have been doing them pretty consistently, and they have been great because we have discovered so much music. So much music we have discovered through the video game music request streams that, well, personally for me has been a fantastic experience, because not only I have discovered tons and tons of new songs, but I also known of games that I would have never known for if I've never heard any of the songs. So the incredible thing about the video game music request streams are the fact that you don't only get to discover new music from video games, but also get to discover the video games themselves. So, you know, I was thinking about this the other day, and it's like pretty crazy, because you get like, you kill two birds with one stone, basically. You discover new music, new video game music that you otherwise would have never listened to, that might be really good. And also you discover the game, which might also interest you, you know, from some of the B-roll that we play when we listen to the songs and whatnot. So, I mean, what can get, like, I am basically saying that video game music is a vessel to discover video games that you want to play. And I think I'm going to start selling that premise to developers from this point forward. Some of them do understand this, by the way. I think 11-bit studios, you know, the lads that made Frostpunk and then the Alters and whatnot, they understand this. But I don't think a lot of developers do understand the power of the of video game music, and how they can get people to play their games through the music. So there you go. All right, lads. Let me see here. Hey, Paragon, what's up? You look smaller without your headphones. Without my headphones? Smaller without my headphones. Well, I suppose because you know, this is pretty big. This is actually insanely big. I look like an alien or something with this the band, you know, the armband from the headphones. They're very exaggerated. But anyways, let me share the stream on the Discord, okay? And on the Instagrams and everything else, and we will start with the freebies, okay? Now, in case you are new here for the first time, we basically, the way we do the streams here is that we do 45 minutes of free requests. Basically, you suggest something in the chat, and I'll pick something at random, and we will listen to the song and, you know, talk about it, react to it and whatnot. And we do that in a buffer time of 45 minutes. And after that, we only do super chat requests, stream element tips, and coffee tips. That's pretty much it for the entire stream, the entire video game music request streams that we do. We also do anime request streams over at Twitch. We also do plenty of events here. We have been doing a lot of video game tournaments. And next week we have a very interesting video game music tournament in which we're going to be pitting against each other, high fantasy games against dark fantasy games. It's going to be team based. This is the second tournament that we're going to do that is team based. So if you want to join that, you just have to join my Discord. I'm going to leave it right here in the chat. And with that being said, well, let me just sorry about that, share the stream on the Discord and everything else, and we will start with the freebies. Okay, so let me see here. Okay, there we go. Let me open this here. Okay, all right, let me open the Instagrams. Let me see here. Instagram. La, 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 la. Okay, here we go. Let me save this. Save image. I was listening to the Mechanicus soundtrack before the stream because I just watched a 3-episode series from Warhammer called Kill Lupercal. Damn, I mean, it's old already. I think it's from last year, but I didn't know it even existed, and I just watched it, and damn, it's pretty good. That was awesome. Instagram, let's go. Okay, let's put it here. Let's copy the text here. Yeah, boom. Streaming now. Copy paste here. There we go. Let me erase all this stuff. Oh crap. Sorry. There we go. Okay. Let me copy the link to the stream now. Copy link. There we go. Link. Here it is. Shit. This is not what I wanted to do. I just want to copy the link, not the entire text, please. Thank you. Okay, here it is. There we go. First story. Okay. There's one more place I have to do this, which is X. I forgot to do it on X, so might as well just do it right now. This will be quicker because I just can copy and paste right here. Okay, let me see. It's right here. Here we go. And there it is. Post. All right. I think we're all set up to go. So let me start the timer here. Let me pause this for 1 second. Okay, we can do yours, Paragon, first. The Waffenträger. Or Waffenträger. Oh, that's World of Tanks. Okay. Yeah, we can start with the World of Tanks track. I don't know if it is... I know Waffen is like war, right? That's war in German. But Träger or Trager, I don't know what that means. The Waffenträger. People are going to kill me because of the German pronunciation. Okay, let me look for the timer. Countdown. Roll just discovered it. Oh, well, that's true. The Roll has requested World of Tanks tracks before. Yeah, that's true. As a matter of fact, I think the first person that requested World of Tank songs was Ro, as a matter of fact. At least if my memory serves me well, I think that was the case. Yes. Okay, let's place 45 minutes here. Let's magnify this a little bit so we can see it better. There we go. All right, awesome. Okay, so let me look for World of Tanks. Here it is. De Waffenträger. De Waffenträger. Original soundtrack. Okay. Yeah, it's a short song. I suppose we can listen to this version because I think it has like gameplay and whatnot. So we have the B-roll included already. Hey Ignacio, what's up, mate? Hey Conkel. Hey Broccoli, what's up? I hope you're doing really good on this Friday. The very much start of a good weekend. More or less. Okay, let's listen to the Waffenträger. Let's put the countdown here and boom. Let's go. This is not the version? Oh, it's the first one. Okay. My bad. Well, let's do this. Let's listen to this because it says World of Tanks music, right? So might as well just play this. Like we played the music from here and we watched the B-roll from the trailer, okay? That's what we're going to do. Let's do that. Okay, there it is. Hey T-Bone, what's up? How you doing, mate? Waffing his weapons. Oh, okay. Oh, I suppose war in German is Krieg, right? Krieg? My mistake. Yeah, Waffen is his weapon and Krieg is war, I think. I suppose this is one of those sci-fi experimental you know, tinfoil hat I don't know how you will say, you know, those one of those crazy weapons that the Nazis designed that just stayed as a blueprint. You know, like the flying saucers and whatnot, like the UFOs. It looks like it's like a Tesla tank or something like that, right? The choir sounds like, the singers sound like they sound like teenage girls. It's like a teenage girl kind of choir. I mean, they can be women as well, but they do sound more like teenage girls. And you know what? That's actually kind of interesting because I do remember that, when Germany was about to lose the war and the Soviets were invading Berlin and whatnot, they started to conscript and recruit everybody, like elders, like old people, kids, women and men, girls and boys. And they weren't necessarily part of a Hitlerjugend, but they were used like a last resort, meat grinder kind of thing to defend what was left of Germany, which was basically nothing, but whatever. And that reminds me of the image of those girls that were recruited during that time as a meat shield for the Red Tide. And just listening to the choir in this song, which is pretty much like an electronic pseudo dubstep track. It mixes electronic music with dubstep it's an electronic genre, but I'm saying that it has more like a conventional electronic structure, and it mixes dubstep with it. But they are adding the female choir, and it sounds like some sort of Hitlerjugend female choir or something like that. I don't know what they're saying. Maybe Paragon can tell what the lyrics are. But yeah, it's pretty cool. At least it's pretty different from all the other songs that we have heard from World of Tanks before. And to be fair, since this is like a Tesla coil tank or whatever prototype sci-fi Nazi tank, it makes sense that they took more of a liberty when it came to composing music. Obviously, they're not doing anything experimental or anything like that, but by bringing the more modern electronic based, synthetic based soundtrack, obviously it accommodates more the storytelling of just having that tank model. So yeah, it makes sense. Total sense in terms of the storytelling of the song and whatnot. Let me copy this here so I know we did this as a freebie. World of Tanks. And you can type in the chat what else would you like me to do as a freebie. We have plenty of time. We have 38 minutes. We have plenty of time, yeah, to do more. It starts as a tier 10 German tank destroyer, a normal tank like others, but it was OP with no way to balance, so that they just deleted it, and it came back in sci-fi version as a super boss. Oh, okay. I didn't know World of Tanks had like a story mode or a PvE version of the game. I thought it was only PvP, but if they are doing PvE content, that may actually a good opportunity for me to jump into the game and play it, because I have played World of Tanks before, and it was fun, but it didn't really like captivated me in terms of the gameplay. But the PvE might actually be pretty good. Lena Rain, okay, that's the composer of Celeste. So this might actually be a Celeste track. Let's see what this is. Yeah, that's I was right. It's from Celeste. Let's check it out. Mirror Temple. Is it this first one, Deadhead? This first track? The first, okay. Let's watch some Celeste gameplay while we listen to this. Celeste gameplay. That synthetic sassy sax. Oh, that was a cool progression there. I have a bad memory about this place. I haven't played Celeste, so I don't know what this is all about. Maybe we can jump to a place where it actually has gameplay. Let's see. Cool indie music, looks inside, yet another side-scroller Metroidvania platformer. Yeah, I personally have never played this game, but at least, well, I'm biased, of course, because, you know, I do content about video game music. But in a way, I always thought that Celeste was one of the things that made the game very popular was the music itself. But that's pretty biased coming from me, obviously, of course. I don't know if I didn't do any content or anything, or, you know, just ask any player of this game if they actually got into the game from just hearing the music was really good, or just by some other reason. It's a 2D platformer. That's what it looks like, yeah. Hey, Sutengu, what's up? Atlas, you allow fan video game OST remixes, right? Yes. Yes, I allow that. As a matter of fact, we did have one of the best songs that we have heard on stream was actually a remix of an Ace Combat song that Jonathan requested like a couple of months ago. Dang, I think it's even better than the OG track. The thing about this track is that it says it's a B-side. So I don't know if is this supposed to be like songs that are not in the game, but they just did remixes of tracks that are not that didn't make it to the game, or they made it to the game but they're just remixes. I guess, I don't know. I do like the synth. Obviously, it's not a sax, like a saxophone, but it does. You can pretty much tell that the purpose of that synthesizer is supposed to be like a saxophone, just because of the phrasing of the instrument and pretty much the sound as well. Sounds very soothing. Although, to be fair, it could be like a real sax or a sample library for a real sax, but it's mixed in a way that sounds like retro gaming, you know what I mean? Could be the case as well. I just can't enjoy platformers. Well, the thing is that platformers is such a classic genre. It's been done to death, right? So if you make your game only about platforming, it can get it needs to have like an additional, I don't know how can I say, like an additional gameplay mechanic to make it more than just a platformer, because otherwise, yeah, I suppose people wouldn't be that interested. But I think this game did really well, so it's a harder version of the level. Oh, okay. So the remix is for a harder version of the level. Okay. Peak or mid? It's neither one. I would say it's meek. I don't think it's peak, but it's not mid, because the sassy sax, the synthy sassy sax was good. So I will say it's meek. All right, type in the chat what else would you like me to listen to as a freebie. We still have 30 minutes. We have a lot of time. Okay, let me see here. Naruto. Another Naruto track. Naruto. Okay, let's check it out. Let's check the Naruto track. The Final Valley from Music Ceasing. Okay. Oh, I forgot to add this song to my list here of songs that we have listened to. Okay, let me check this out here. My apologies. Okay, let's check this out. Damn! Dang! This is a deep cut right here. Look at that. 632 views in 3 years. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. But who cares? Because we have heard songs here that had like 100 views and they were awesome. So this doesn't matter. Okay, let's check it out. Dlazerz, stop shaming small channels. I'm not shaming anybody. You are shaming it. Not me. How can I shame small channels if I'm a small channel myself? I'm gonna shame myself? If I'm going to shame another channel, at least I need to be a bigger one. If I ever get to 100k, then I can shame my small channels. If not, but until then, I can't. That's pretty. I don't know, you're crazy. You do anything to feel better. Not anything, but a lot. Okay, the song is going in between like pain and struggle. Right here we are in a struggle that carries the way of the pain. And that pretty much, like, the percussion is crucial to convey the struggle in this part. But when the song is stripped from that, it comes back to the pain. Especially when we hear that violin. Well, the song is called The Final Valley. So sure, the finality of something brings pain for sure, even when it brings you joy. Especially, I would say, when it brings you joy. And that is a very important element, you know what I mean? In storytelling. And this is related to life in general. I don't know if you have felt this way. I'm pretty sure you have, because it's a pretty normal thing that gamers experience. But how many times have you experienced sadness or feeling kind of down when you're playing when you played a game that you enjoyed so much and it was so awesome, one of your favorite games of all time, and you play it for the first time, and then you finish the game and you feel like shit, like, yeah, like you feel like you had a great time, but at the same time it's like the finality of that experience brings you sadness because you wanted it to be I don't know, eternal in a way, you know, the way you feel, how it makes you feel. So when we have this a kind of finality in a track, it can be either it can make you feel sad because a good thing is coming to an end, but it also the finality can be just a consequence of the pain and struggle of the track itself. But since the track is called the Final Valley, you know, in this very same word you can see it, the Final Valley. But you can inquire it from there, the storytelling. I mean, so yeah, you can take the finality of a track in. I mean, not those two ways, just those two ways specifically. It's not like a black and white situation, but it can diverge into either one of those. That's what I'm trying to say, more often than not, I guess, I suppose. Okay. What else would you like me to do? Type it in the chat. It's a location. Well, yeah, it's called the Valley, right? So, yeah. Metaphor ReFantazio, okay. Let's do this metaphor song. Metaphor ReFantazio. ReFantazio. Motherfuckers. Okay, there we go. King of Destruction. Okay. This is a little bit longer, so let's watch some gameplay, shall we? Metaphor ReFantazio. Okay, I suppose we can watch this 30-minute gameplay B-roll. He plays in the fight with the final boss. So it's the final boss track, okay. Well, I don't want to look for that because I think it might be too spoilery. I personally don't care about spoilers, but the chat, some people in the chat does, so let's keep it in this gameplay territory. I'm gonna pause it right here for a second because what I find interesting about the song so far is that even though this is called King of Destruction, right? And I got some context from it from the chat, which said it plays in the final boss. Surprisingly enough, even though the title of the track sounds very mean and it's the final boss track, there is a semblance of adventurous courage, if you will. The song is not really, well, so far, it's not really so much about the threat of the final boss, but more about the journey of the hero. It's more about the journey of the hero and the adventure that brought the hero up until this point, with its challenges, of course, including the boss. But it's not about the boss itself. At least that's what what I interpret from the song so far. Because it doesn't sound like super evil or mean. It sounds more like the hero's story so far. Let's keep listening. The super chat doesn't work. What is it about that doesn't work? Like what's the problem that you're getting from the super chat? Not dreadful when all you destroy is pitiful subhumans. Dang. You sound like the Austrian painter right there. Yes, people from different tribes all over the world come together after all the losses in their lives as to stop them. They also got the support of a lot of people of the continent. And yeah, I mean that sounds more like the storytelling I'm listening to right now. It's more about the heroes than the actual final, the final villain, the final boss of the game. Coffee's better. Don't give you too many money. I had that issue once too. Can't send messages through super chat at all, sending through coffee. I wonder if that's happening for everybody or just him though. That actually sounds so cool. It's so beautiful how much you can discover just from a good music. Okay, thank you, mate. I'll add it to the queue after we finish the freebies. Yep. Even when you hear the brass in this section of the song, in this cue, it's about the amount when all the stripes, like you say, it's like the amount of the alliance or the collaboration. It's like that forthright cause, against the final boss, so to speak. Yeah, I mean, even in the finality of the song or the resolution, you can hear it's more about that hero's journey, so to speak. And it actually the resolution of the song speaks about I know it sounds kind of obvious again talking about resolution, but that resolve of the people in the game to finally accomplish what they wanted to through this alliance. Let's put it. Oh my fucking god, mate! Power went out. Are you gotta be fucking kidding me, mate? Let me see if it comes back. I think this is happening because of what happened after the earthquake. It has to be related to that. Okay, I have to go. I will continue the stream tomorrow, okay? I will let you know in the Discord and X and everything else, but I have to power down because the UPS is just going crazy. So I'll see you later, okay? Sorry about this.